Very good afternoon, students. You are welcome to virtual classes of Oriental Public School. Today I am here with a video of class 10 economics. Your topic is development. Already I have given 3 videos of this chapter and this is the next one. In this video we are going to talk about how to find the income of a country. It is very simple to find the income of a country. To find the income, we take the average income, which is the total income of the country, and it's divided by the country's population. Very simple to find out this. Means first you take the total income of the country and divide it by the total population, and the result that you get is average income, or it is also called per capita income. It's very simple, and this is the way to find the income of a country. I hope you have understood this. Now take one more example related to this. Example, let us take two countries A and B. Suppose population of this country is 5% each. So here you can see one line I am drawing here to separate this country A and country B. As you can see, in country A, person 1 is earning 9,500, person 2 is earning 10,500, person 3 is earning 9,800, person 4 is earning 10,000. This is 10,000, and person 5 is earning 10,200. When you find out the average income of this, then you find that the average income is 10,000 rupees. This is 10,000. So similarly you go through country B. The first person is earning 500, and the second one is 500, third one is also 500, fourth one is also 500, and fifth person is earning very huge amount, that is 48,000, and that average income is 10,000. So now we have got the result. Country A and country B both are having 10,000 as an average income, but while observing this we find that country A having similar income. There is no huge gap between or among the income of the people of the country, but in country B we have a huge difference in the income. First four person are earning very less amount, and the fifth one is earning huge. So while you are going to have a survey and you will ask the people which country would you like to prefer to live, then most probably the people will answer country A, because there is no huge gap among the income of the countries. So income and other criteria. Now we are going to find the income and other criteria. To find the developed state, beside income, other criteria are also kept in mind. So let us take the example of three states, Punjab, Kerala and Bihar, and look at the table. As you can see, one side we have been given the names of the states, and other side per capita income, and this data is given of 2002 and 3. The Punjab is having per capita income 26,000, Kerala 22,800 and Bihar 5,700. So while comparing this data, we can find that Punjab is at the top and Kerala is after that, and at the bottom we have Bihar. Now state IMR per 1000 2003, literacy rate 2001, net attendance ratio. Means except income we have more aspect while comparing the state. These are IMR, infant mortality rate, and this is the rate of death of children 0 to 1 years. Of that group, in live birth total population, how many children die, this is called IMR, infant mortality rate. Keep in your mind, means IMR is calculated of 0 to 1 year. Literacy rate means first of all you must know the literacy. Any person who is 7 years or above age having better understanding and reading writing capacity in any language is called literate, and the proportion or population of those people who are literate among the entire population is called literacy rate. And the next one is net attendance ratio, and this is calculated of 14-15 years of age children who are attending the school of up to 10 classes, and out of this age group total population how many students are attending this school called net attendance ratio. So now we are going to compare this IMR, literacy rate, and ANAR, that is net attendance ratio of these three states, Punjab, Kerala and Bihar. So we can observe here Punjab having IMR 49, Kerala is having 11th only, and Bihar 60. This is negative data. Which one is less means it is positively. And the literacy rate in Punjab is 70% and Kerala 91%, Bihar 47%. This data is 1995-96. And at last NAR, net attendance ratio, 81%, 91-41 of these three states. So now we have observed the data of Punjab, Kerala and Bihar of infant mortality rate, net attendance ratio and literacy rate. So after studying the table, we can conclude that Kerala is the developed state among these three. Bihar is least developed among these three states. How? Because Kerala is having everything in proper way. Infant mortality rate is also less, literacy rate is high, and net attendance ratio is also high. So we can say Punjab is among these states most developed. Now moving to the next topic, public activities. Money in your pocket cannot buy all the goods and services that you may need to live well. If you want to spend a well and healthy life, means money cannot meet your all these requirements that you desired. Example, a pollution free environment, means if you want to live a pollution free environment, with the help of money you cannot go it to meet your requirement. The unaltered medicine, protection from infectious disease, this cannot be happened as per your requirement with the help of only money. So Kerala has low IMR, infant mortality rate, because it has adequate provision of basic health and educational facilities. Wherever we will have basic facilities like health, education, means the region will be proper way in development. That is why Kerala is having low infant mortality rate. Now similarly in one system, now I am going to tell about something, BMI, body mass index. BMI, the full form of this one is body mass index, and this is very easy to calculate. First of all, you take the weight of person in kg, and then you take the height of person in meter. At third step, you divide the weight of the person by the height in meter square. If you get the data 18.5, then you understand the person is undernourished. If that data exists more than 25, then you can say that the person is overweight. So the BMI is calculated to find out either a person is undernourished or overweight. Now our next point is Human Development Index. So first of all, you must know who prepares HDI. The UNDP is an organization whose full form is United Nations Developmental Program. This body is authorized to prepare UNDP, and it compares country based on the educational level of the people, their health status and per capita income. It would be interesting to look at certain relevant data regarding India and its neighbors from Human Development Report 2006. I hope you have understood the data, means whatever I have taught today's class. So very soon I will come with the next video and keep the topic continue. So study properly, be safe. Thank you.